Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome to the return of Sticky Tip Tuesday. So, we're going to get into some nitty gritty cool stuff. I'm going to make a practice of going live for Sticky Tip Tuesday to share with you some cool things that you can do to build your business buzz. So, the big question of the hour, I'm sure you're asking yourself, is well, what the heck has this old crone got up her sleeve today? And what I want to share with you is this that I got a little prompt that I want to show you how to use, and I got a little app that's a kind of a real cool tool. So I'm going to use as an example, say you're in the personal development business and you like Tony Robbins. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to share my screen if the tech will all work for me. And I'm going to show you a little interview that Tony Robbins has done. Now, just give me a sec here. There it is. Now, this Tony Robbins was interviewed by this fellow called Theo Vaughn, and it's quite a long name. Now, he is a comedian, and I guess gained quite a reputation. So he has the power to get a lot of the big guns to join him for an interview on Facebook. So what I want to show you here, which is kind of cool. So let's just say you're in the a personal development business. You like Tony Robbins, you like the stuff he's saying, and you're thinking to yourself, well, there's got to be some SEO or search engine optimization there that I can use. And indeed there is. And I'm going to share with you how to do this. So this isn't just for the personal development business. This is for any business. So say that there is a big authority in your niche or category that you want to amplify, or you want to market a bit. Now, what you do first of all is get a good interview, one that you like, or just somebody talking. Now, if they're talking for a really long time, there's a lot of information to gather. So this little interview was only 4 minutes and 34 seconds. And I think it was quite a bit longer, but he just took this little clip out of it. So first of all, the key here is take a clip, so that you've got a succinct piece of information to use. And I went then up to my handy dandy transcribe and summarize, and boom, boom, I have everything that's been said in this interview. So I just go up here with my cursor and I select the whole thing. Whoa, I don't need that much. There we go. And I select the whole thing. And then I do a copy. So then the next thing I want to do is go into ChatGPT. And I just, where the cursor is, now I'm using ChatGPT 4, but you can use 3.5. This would work too. So I just paste that in. So then I give it a couple of spaces because there's no prompt there. Now what I want to do, you've hit something profoundly important here. So, well, we'll just see kind of what that's all about. But what I want to do is take this and create another prompt. And so the prompt I want to use here, I've already pasted it into my notes. And here's what I want to say is, and we'll let that finish. And what they're kind of doing is summarizing here. So what I want to do is say here in my first prompt is using the Tony Robbins interview and the 3 decisions that will change your perspective forever. Now, I put that in quotes because that's the name of this interview. But if I put it in quotes and I say, as the central seed keyword, identify 15 long tail keywords that potential customers might use when they look for how to be happier. And a long tail keyword is one that has a few lines in it. It's not just one single word. And so SEO, as we know, stands for search engine optimization. Then that's always been a challenge for me to figure out, well, what exactly are we doing with that? So if I just push the return button, ChatGPT is telling me that they can create some long tail keywords around the theme of how to be happier, inspired by the interview from Tony Robbins of 3 decisions that will change your perspective forever. So here we are. We've got 15 long tail keywords. Now, this is kind of interesting because this is, what we're really talking about is that the SOS, save our souls, for SEO. So we've copied the interview, we've pasted it into ChatGPT, and the prompt has been to create 15 long tail keywords. Now, here's 15 of them. If you're in the personal development business and you think that Tony Robbins is a pretty good authority to kind of copy a bit of the kind of content, not copy, but be inspired by the content that he's created, these are some great long tail keywords to put into your content. In fact, these could be 15 different categories or content creation subjects to write about. So here we've got, now I called that this was a 2-pronged prompt, and that's kind of a bit of a tongue twister, I might say. So now here's the follow-up prompt, and I want you to kind of pay attention to this because it's kind of interesting. So now we've, and before I go on, you can say, whether you want to regenerate it, you can say, whether you want to copy it, put it in your notes, whether you think, oh no, this is really a bad response. But I thought it was pretty good. This is the second time I've done it. So I've got to be fair in saying, this ain't my first rodeo. So you put in the second prompt, and the second prompt is, which of these 3 long tail keywords do you think have the most commercial intent, and why? So pretty good question, don't you think? What's got the most commercial use, and tell me why, ChatGPT. So it's taken a minute to think about this, consider it, and it's saying, well, here's some things you might consider. So they're giving me now 3 different choices. Did I ask for? I think so. Yeah, 3 different choices here. And strategies to increase happiness, learn to control happiness, advice on choosing happiness. So right away you got 3 different concepts here that ChatGPT has decided strategically that they're the most important content for commercial intent. And they've described it why. And they're saying in the first one, the keyword indicates a direct interest in expert advice and potentially consuming products. The second one says this keyword combines the intent to increase happiness with the authority of Tony Robbins, suggesting that a searcher is looking for structured strategies or methods. And that's kind of interesting, because if this is indeed your niche, you can offer those strategies. And the keyword in the last one applies to specific techniques which point towards looking for more information and how to apply them. So I think that what you've got here, if I do say so myself, is you've got some ideas about search engine optimization, you've got some ideas about content creation and subjects to talk about, and you've kind of, ChatGPT's helped you reach in to the buyer's brain and essentially allowed you to really kind of figure out how you approach your content, kind of with influence and a little bit of psychology. So I hope that's my little sticky tip for the day, and I hope you got some value from that. And if you did, I'd love to have you tell me if you got some value from that. And here's what I'd love you to do. I'd love you to join me in the Hive, which is my Facebook group. And let me just give you the link to it. It's right here. And when you go to join the Hive, I really love you to answer the questions because they help you and they help me to build more content for the kinds of things that you need. I am incredibly captivated and inspired and sparked by how we can use the royal we, how we can use artificial intelligence in crafting our content, in brainstorming, in being inspired. But we don't want to lose us in the process. So I've called it Being Humane with AI. So welcome to the Hive. And once you jump into the Hive, when I do these Sticky Tip Tuesdays, I'm going to create little show notes. So there you will find the links that I've talked about, the links to the app, and you'll also find, I put the prompts in so you can have a copy of those prompts, and I'll put the little brackets in that say, now this is where you put your information in. So please come join me in the Hive, and to your benefit, the show notes will be there, the links, and all the information you need to do this yourself. Now, if you've got any questions about how to do this, don't hesitate to ask. And I hope you got some value from it. And if you did, put it in the comments. So, thanks for joining me on Sticky Tip Tuesday Reinvented. I did these for years and stopped doing them, and somebody said, you know, you gotta pull those cats out of the bag again, or the bees. So we're going to be doing this every Tuesday. I'm not quite sure what time, but I'll get a little more consistent as we go on. So thanks for dropping by. Hope you got some value. Put a little like or comment, or hey, now here's a good sticky tip. Put that in the comments. Anyway, folks, bye for now. See you next week.